What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Might wonder what these are. I've been married for a long time, and I'm a romantic, so I've been gone for a long time. I wanted to bring my wife back some flowers, some roses, and I know it sounds cool. It's the thought. I don't know flower stores in the area, so I mean, they're from Walmart. They were $10, but you know, it's just the thought that counts. And they're pink roses. They're not the best quality, but I mean, they're still living, right? Nonetheless, it's I try to be the best husband I can be. You know, take that for what it's worth. But that's not what this video's about. I just thought y'all would wonder why the fuck I got roses in my passenger seat. I'm kind of pigeonholed into people thinking that I have beef with people that I really don't have beef with. That wasn't me picking my nose at an itch because I have this crappy mustache. Jason Blaha is one of them, and he and I have had some disagreements. Don't get me wrong, the BioGrow thing, you know, here's the deal. I've done videos on it. He's done videos. I actually thought his was funny, where every time he said something, he's like, it's just colostrum. And the way he did it was actually kind of funny. But nonetheless, he has some crazy, Jason, you got some crazy fucking fans. And they just came down on me with the fury of the dislikes. And dislikes don't fucking bother me. So I thought it was funny. But for a while there, my dislike ratio was quite high. But nonetheless, Jason and I talk. And I agree with a lot of what he has to say on androgen use. And a lot of what he has to say on training, believe it or not. So I mean, I have no beef with Jason Blaha whatsoever. In fact, I find him to be a likable, a nice guy, and I'd break bread with him, have a Guinness. I like Guinness. If I'm gonna drink beer, I'm gonna drink Guinness. I like that thick fucking black shit you can chew, the BBC of liquor there. I like me some fucking Guinness, but that's besides the point. The point is that I have no beef whatsoever with Jason Blaha. Now, I will say that, you know, I'm going to stay and not say a word about the Lane situation. Obviously, here's the deal. I'm very loyal. This hoe is loyal. And Lane and I go back, dude. Lane and I have been working together since 2004. So I'm obviously quite loyal to Lane. But that's besides the point. The court made their ruling. The court of public opinion made their ruling. My opinion on the matter is irrelevant. I am good friends with Lane. I will continue to be good friends with Lane. And the beef that Lane and Jason have together, you know what? They're full-grown fucking men. You know, I'm going to continue to do business with Lane. I don't even do business with Lane. I'm going to continue to text Lane, send him nudes, and be friends with Lane. And that doesn't mean I can't be friends with Jason as well. And Jason and I mean, I like Jason. I'm not adverse to him. He says some shit. He causes controversy, but then again, so do I. The amino spiking thing, now my controversy is I'm not the one who discovered it. So fucking whatever. And there's a whole bunch of lawsuits going down. There's a whole bunch. CVS got served the other day, and I know one's getting served today. That was the worst offender of all of them. I'm not going to mention the name because he hasn't served them quite yet today. But you know, it's getting ugly there. But that's besides the point, dude. Jason is cool by me. Cool. Another guy I'd like to kind of, state for the record that I don't have beef with is that other bald piece of shit, Jerry Ward. I mean, God, what is up with you guys thinking I hate everybody? Is it because I have this full head of beautiful androgen-induced hair that you guys think that I have beef with anybody who's bald? I mean, my brother's bald, for God's sakes. Well, he's not completely bald like those motherfuckers, but he's pretty gosh darn bald. So, I mean, Jerry Ward, first of all, not only do I not have a beef with Jerry Ward, but I actually really like Jerry Ward. You know, I actually get along with him. We've met in person. We've hung out. You know, his girl is good people. I mean, I get along with him. Again, like, I don't give a fuck. Here's the deal. You know, Jerry, there was a guy like impersonating Jerry, talking shit about Chris Jones, talking shit about me. And Jerry said something in a video that was construed as him coming after me. At the end of the day, I think Jerry and I, we had an email exchange back and forth. What I did, where I'm from, if you have an issue with someone or if you think someone has an issue with you, you fucking call, you just go, hey, bro, do we have an issue? Because if we do, let's go our separate ways. I emailed Jerry and I'm like, bro, I heard you have an issue with my coaching, and that's fine because I might have an issue with some shit you do, and that's it, but I just want to make it clear that I don't fucking care, you know? And Jerry's like, dude, I don't have an issue. And so we got to talking, it was funny, and the last email exchange we have, I mean, was, bro, we're too old for this shit. At the end of the day, dude, Jerry and I mean, I'm 34 years old this month. I know that's not really old, but dude, I started at Weeder at 19. I've been in this industry, what's 34 minus 19? That's a lot of fucking years. 15 years? Yes, 15 fucking years. And I was at Bally for 2 years before then, running shit. You know, I have fucking 17 years in this industry, and I'm just too fucking old and too weathered to really give a fuck about drama. Now, there are some people who don't like me, who I don't like on the internet. You know, there's a Facebook group that just goes and fucking trashes me, and that's fine. That's all good. I mean, they don't fucking lift, and that's their thing. You know, they trash me, and that's all good. There's the bodybuilding.com forums. There's a couple companies in there that have issues with me. I'm sorry my products are superior to yours. It's my bad. You can trash mine all you want. Bottom line is I'll continue to gain market share. You'll continue to fail. It is what it is. I mean, fuck, I don't have issues. But then again, you know what? If they came and they said, look, you know, our bad, I'd fucking have them over to my house for dinner. They could stay in my fucking basement and we'll have a good old, my rape dungeon, as I like to call it. We'll have a good fucking time. I get over things, man. I mean, but there's no beef between me and anybody. Yeah, there's people I'm friends with. You know, I like Mike Rashid. He's a great friend of mine. Obviously, Sean's my best friend. But I mean, I have no fucking beef on YouTube. I was accused of having beef with Rich Piana. I don't have beef with Rich Piana. Let me say that for the record. You know, we have some differences in our approach to things. I don't think his video on guts was aimed at me, and if it was fucking hilarious, because if it was completely unfounded. But nonetheless, I mean, I met Rich, shook his hand, said hi. I have no issue with Rich Piana. You know, again, we have differences in opinions, but that's what's beautiful about YouTube. It's like politics. I mean, we all have differences in opinions. That's why you need to watch all of our channels. You know, Jason Blaha, I don't agree with everything fucking Jason says. Jerry's a fucking bro. I'm part bro. I'm like a hybrid bro. I'm like a bro who likes Pop-Tarts. I'm like a bro tart. You know, I see all different angles. I mean, Jerry's a bit different than me in his approach to things. But I mean, Jerry, what I love about Jerry Ward and about Jason Blaha is these two motherfuckers are old. And they go by experience. I mean, a lot of these fucking young whippersnappers are going by old science. And science is good. I love science. You know, shit, dude, I masturbate to science weekly. I like science so much. I do masturbate to National Geographic because the naked African women. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, we all have different opinions. That's what makes this fucking whole fitness community beautiful. Now, I want to give a shout out, you know, obviously to these people who I'm supposed to have issues with, which is Rich Piana, who again, he helps people, whatever he does, whether it's by entertaining them, motivating them, or whatever. I think Rich Piana does a service, whether I agree with him or not. I don't give a fuck. He does his thing. You know, I'd like to give a shout out, obviously, to Jason Blaha. We've had our issues in the past. Not even issues. We had disagreements. And he came at me with the BioGrow thing, but I think that's fucking hilarious. What I would like to say for the record, once again, for BioGrow, I never once made a personal claim that it did shit for me. I will say for the record, I like colostrum. And I don't think it's a fucking anabolic steroid. It's fucking colostrum. I mean, whether it's extracted from colostrum, whatever, it's fucking colostrum. Jason, please play that over and over again, because that shit was hysterical. And Jerry Ward, I mean, seriously, how can two guys have beef, Jerry and I, when, I mean, we're the last standing bros on YouTube? I mean, seriously, there hasn't been two men who have spoken. You know, all of my clients are on flexible dieting. but I personally eat bro because it's easier for my lifestyle and I like that style of eating. But all of my clients are completely 100% flexible dieting because it works, and because my clients are wise enough and know that they shouldn't comprise 90% of their diet with, you know, ho-hos and fluffy whatever, fluffernutters. Fluffernutters are fucking fluffernutters. So, I mean, that's what Peanut Butter Fluff MTS Way is modeled after. You're going to see a lot of things going on, man. I'd love to collaborate with these guys. I'd love to get something going with Jason Blaha. Jerry Ward and I have been trying to find a time to get together and train. We've done videos together. We've never trained together. I'd love to train with Jerry, mainly because it'd be like training with a piece of history. I mean, Jerry, what are you, like 70 years old? It's like training with Jack LaLanne. I mean, Jerry he actually was Eugene Sandow's training partner. That's how old Jerry Ward is. Guys, I just want to state for the record that I don't fucking have beef with anybody. I get fired up in videos because I'm a fired up fucking person. I get fired up talking about what's for dinner tonight. I mean, if you ever see me talk about my daughter playing soccer, I get more fired up than this. And also, who wants to watch a video with me sitting there talking boring? Jason Blaha pulls it off with the monotone thing. I'll give him that. But then he puts on a skirt and fucking sets it on fire. He's fucking spitting fire when he does that shit. Spits fucking hot fire when he puts on skirts. But, dude, that's it. I just want to state, I have no beef with anybody. I prefer chicken, and all bitches love chicken. And I have no fucking clue why I did this video. It just came to mind because I was just chatting with Jason on Facebook Messenger and just talking about some shit. And, I mean, he's always the guy I reference in agreeing with me on blasting and cruising and not coming off of steroids. I mean, our whole thing is, it's not like fucking weed, you know, like I did in that video with Sean. You don't just try it and come off. Marijuana is one of those where you try it, okay, you're good. Fucking steroids are a life decision. Don't go into it lightly. And I think Jason and I both stress the fact, if you're gonna do them, realize it's a fucking commitment and it's fucking serious business. And that's why Peter Ferrandi, I know you from John's group. I hope it's not a troll account, but I don't think you're cool enough to be trolled. You posted in the comments section of my last video where I interviewed that guy who did steroids at a young age. Well, he called me and we just put it on camera. And you said, how are you against steroids if you're on them? And I've stated for the record, I don't think anyone should start steroids, even begin them, unless there's a couple things. One is that they are committed to taking their physique and their athletic development and their athletic career to that next level and willing to take necessary risks and steps. Two, which is that you've been prescribed medically or you have a medical reason to start. And then if you want to increase dosage and you do it wisely, you're like, fuck it. My thing is, if you already need it, if your fucking body's already not producing it, throwing a little extra kindling on the fire, you know, if you can do it in a healthier, there's no such thing as completely healthy when you're dealing with performance enhancing drugs manner, is again another personal decision. And three, that you're an adult, you made the decision and you just don't give a fuck, because I'm all about personal responsibility. But if my son comes up to me and asks if he should take steroids, I'm going to advise heavily against it unless one of those three things are met. And in fact, number three, I'd like to hope my kid does give a fuck and doesn't want to just do androgens. And I think Jason Blaha, you know, and I know that Jerry, you know, Jerry's, you know, we're all three guys who, you know, obviously, you know, have partaken in some, you know, advanced bodybuilding technology. Is that a good fucking politically correct way of putting it? And, you know, it is what it is. So we speak from experience. That's why, you know what, of all people of me not to have beef with, I'll disagree with Jason and fucking Jerry all day long. And I'll say it to their face and we'll do it and we'll laugh and we'll fucking spank each other's ass at a trade show. That's just how this works. But you know, just because someone I know and I like has a beef with someone I know and I like, doesn't mean I give a fuck. We're full grown men, man. And in Jerry's case, we're really, really old, fully grown men. So, I mean, fuck, man, we're too old for this shit. That's what it comes down to. But anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. I fucking hate Chicago traffic. Trying to get home. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Because having your beef and eating it too, that's not a game.